Greetings. Today we continue part 4 of the sin unto death from 1 John 5:16 through 18. We begin the discerning of the sin unto death is declared by God's standard of sin, that is, the Bible. The Bible records for us 3 sins which King Saul of Israel committed. Every sin has a penalty or consequence. And this is revealed in the story of King Saul. 1 Samuel 13 records the first sin, Saul's intrusion to the priestly office, which God had given to Samuel. The penalty was his sons would not reign after him. Verse 14 says, "But now thy kingdom shall not continue. The Lord hath sought him a man after his own heart, and the Lord hath commanded him to be captain over his people, because thou hast not kept that which the Lord has commanded thee." That is, he failed to obey or disobeyed. The second recorded sin was failing to utterly destroy the Amalekites, and for this Saul lost his kingdom in 1 Samuel 15. 1 Samuel 15:26, Samuel said unto Saul, "I will not return with thee, for thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, and the Lord hath rejected thee from being king over Israel." In 1 Samuel 28, we find the record of the third and final sin, which is stated to be King Saul's sin unto death. 1 Samuel 28:19 says, "Moreover, the Lord also will deliver Israel with thee into the hands of the Philistines, and tomorrow thou and thy sons shalt be with me. The Lord also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines." Now, this principle is stated even more emphatically in the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 10, verses 13 and 14, where it says, "So Saul died for his transgression, which he committed against the Lord, even against the word of the Lord, which he kept not, and also for asking counsel of one that had a familiar spirit to inquire of it, and inquired not of the Lord. Therefore he slew him, and turned the kingdom unto David the son of Jesse." Now, let's turn our attention to the book of Exodus chapter 21 for a moment, and consider the difference between the sin unto death and a sin not unto death as recorded in God's law given by Moses. In Exodus 21:12, it says, "He that smiteth a man so that he die shall surely be put to death." This is a sin unto death. Verse 13 talks about a sin not unto death when it says, "And if a man lie not in wait, but God deliver him into his hand, then I will appoint thee a place whither he shall flee." Again in verse 14, "But if a man come upon presumptuously his neighbor to slay him with guile, thou shalt take him from mine altar that he may die." That is a sin unto death. Verses 15 through 17 continues the listing of things which were considered a sin unto death. Verses 18 through 23 gives us a listing of circumstances that were considered sins not unto death. So I trust you have grasped the concept, and we'll move on. You see these same distinctions are being made by John in 1 John 5:16 and 17. On the one hand, God demanded retribution for murder that was found to be intentional with malicious forethought. On the other hand, God provided cities of refuge for those who committed murder without intention or without malicious forethought. These are the general rules by which we can understand what God considers a sin unto death versus a sin which is not unto death.